This is literally the perfect night. The weather tonight is given a cosy Sunday in the middle of autumn. It's actually just a random Wednesday in the middle of summer, but we need to do a cosy night routine because it is so rainy and like stormy outside, and sometimes I feel like it hits even more when it's in the middle of summer and it feels like autumn. My mum made steak pie for dinner, so it's officially Sunday in the middle of autumn. I'm just feeling so extremely cozy tonight, so I thought I would bring you guys along with me for like a cozy night routine. I feel like since moving home I have established a good morning routine because at the moment I'm not working, and so I like to have a routine every single day when I get up, like to know what I'm doing for the day, and I try to be as disciplined about that as possible. What I am less disciplined with is my night routine, and I don't even mean being disciplined as though like I want to like be doing loads of stuff. The issue is I want to be reading at night, I want to be relaxing, and a lot of the time that doesn't happen because we're on our phones. We know this already about me. I'm not looking for like a super disciplined crazy night routine tonight. I just want to have a cozy one, and one that makes me feel good, that makes me feel refreshed and like excited for the day ahead. First things first is I need to get in for a shower. I feel like I can't start a night routine until I've been showered and fully clean. I don't know about you guys, if you guys shower in the morning or at night. I am a religious night showerer. I'm the type of person who will come home from a night out and get in for a shower. And being so real, it never actually used to be about like hygiene or anything. It was genuinely just like relaxing, and I feel like it gets my mind in the zone of like, okay, we are going to bed now. But as I've gotten older, it is kind of like a hygiene thing as well, especially if I've been out or even on a night out. I'm like, I am not getting onto bed. Like, I need to feel clean and wash this day off my body before I'm getting into my lovely bed. The first thing I'm actually going to do before we even shower is we're going to change my bed sheets, because it's been a week. I think it's time for them to change, and I think since we're just going all out, I'm like trying to make this like the loveliest perfect night for myself. I'm like, no babe, you're getting clean bed sheets as well. So I'm gonna treat myself and change my bed sheets. I actually feel like my room just needs a little like tidy up in general, so we're gonna do that. I had a job interview yesterday, which went really well, by the way, so I'm crossing my fingers we hear back about that one soon. I obviously packed like a wee bag to go there, but I'm gonna unpack that so I can put this bag away and stuff and just get all the stuff out. Little notepad, pen, my lip balm. Oh, I actually got one of those Summer Friday lip balms for my birthday. My sister was asking me for what I wanted for my birthday. I was like, oh, I don't mind it, and she was like, no, like tell me something that you wouldn't spend money on for yourself. And this is immediately what I thought of. I've always wanted to try one of these Summer Friday things, but she literally told me this was £23. So like if I saw that in the shop, I'd be like, of course I'm not going to spend £23 on lip balm, but she got me it. So I've been loving using this. Glasses, an umbrella, which thankfully I didn't need, which is surprising because it was raining all day yesterday, and I just got so lucky that like when I was walking to the actual building for the interview, it didn't rain, which made me feel amazing. Earphones and a Mars bar wrapper, because that is literally the only thing I had the appetite for yesterday before the interview because I was so nervous. We're all showered, so we're gonna do our skincare routine now. This is actually gonna be a two-step skincare routine because I've already washed and cleansed my face in the shower. It's like a caudalie foam cleanser and I absolutely love it. It's kind of bougie. I didn't get it. It was actually one of the teachers in France. For a little goodbye present, she got me a lovely little caudalie set, which was like literally one of the best presents I got. It's like I was saying about things that you like wouldn't buy yourself. So I absolutely loved that and I've been using that whenever I'm in the shower. Usually though, if I'm like not going in for a shower, I use just a Garnier Micellar cleansing water because I don't like to use like a cleanser that you need to wash when I'm not in the shower because I get overstimulated with things running down my arms, so I like to just use something I can put on a cotton pad. Then for my moisturiser, I've been using this for years now guys, Bioma Moisturising Rich Cream. This is just like my favourite moisturiser ever. I don't think I'd ever switch from this because it's literally £12 as well, so this works perfectly for me. I've actually been trying to be better about properly getting moisturiser on my neck and like getting it all down here and stuff. We're trying not to like waste too much product so that I don't have to like buy it constantly, but I've been trying to do it because anytime I go onto TikTok and I'll always see videos of like 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old women who look absolutely amazing, and their like #1 piece of advice is always make sure you're moisturising down here because like this is where shows age first. I wouldn't say I'm very like beauty obsessed. Don't get me wrong, that's not me being like I don't care about beauty. Like I love doing my makeup, I love getting my hair done, I love doing my hair, but I feel like I'm not an expert on all that stuff. The one thing I'm always so strict about though is my skincare and like trying stuff like this so that I can like age gracefully, because I don't think I ever see myself doing Botox or like plastic surgery or anything like that. Like I really don't think I ever will, and to be honest I hope I don't. Not because I have anything against it, like when I see other people doing it, you guys look great, and honestly, could these little lips use some lip filler? Absolutely. Like every time I see someone with lip filler I'm like, oh, maybe I should, especially when it's done really well and it looks super natural. Like I could be using that. But see, every time I think about getting work done, firstly, could I afford it? No. But if I like could afford it one day, like I've always thought about this, like would I get work done? Like if I had all the money in the world and like I could get work done, would I? Probably. But on the whole, anything that like properly changed my face, anytime it ever like crosses my mind of doing filler or like something to change my face and like the way I look, I go into the body of like a 50-year-old me, and I know for a fact like 50-year-old me would look back at pictures of myself and be like, you were perfect, why would you ever touch your face? I actually feel like maternal towards myself. I'm like, no, don't touch yourself, because I know for a fact down the line, and probably honestly straight away, I know for a fact I would look at myself and be like, why did I do that? Like even if it looks better or worse, like I just know I would look back at pictures of myself and be like, I liked the way you looked then and it was fine, like you didn't need to touch anything. It's just really hard, like when you see everyone looking a certain way and everyone getting things done, once again, like it's so fine, but sometimes you do feel like, is that the standard? Like should I be doing that as well? I think especially, see when you post on social media, like I'm not big or anything and I've been very lucky like to never have really had hate comments or anything like that. You guys are literally the nicest people in the world. But just in general, like posting on social media and making so many videos and photos, you're editing the video but you're spending like that entire time staring at yourself. I feel like it's definitely not healthy. I definitely appreciate why people who post online as their full-time job, and on top of that, if they are being like critiqued for the way they look, I really understand why they like feel the pressure to get stuff done. That's why I always feel bad when influencers get like hate for getting stuff done. I do kind of get it when people are mad that they've like maybe not been transparent about it, like they're pretending that it's just like how they look or whatever. I definitely do get that. But yeah, when people get work done and then everyone's in the comments being like, oh, not you too, guys, they're probably being ripped apart about their appearance like every day online. Anyway, that was such a tangent. Also, I didn't even land the plane on the point I was trying to make there. The point is that even though I try and not focus on those like beauty things too much, I really do try and age gracefully and making sure I'm like moisturising, especially my neck and stuff, because that's the thing, I'd love to age naturally but also still feel good about myself. You can still take care of yourself without, you know, needing to do any procedures that you might not want to do. So that was the point I was trying to make before I went on that entire tangent. I think we're gonna do some reading now, so I'm gonna go down and get some popcorn. You guys know what time it is. It is time for a bowl of popcorn, so I'm gonna go get them. We are back with our popcorn and our wee peppermint tea. Actually quite a demure serving of popcorn tonight. Usually for me it is like a game of how much popcorn can we get in the bowl, but I'm actually kind of full tonight because, like I said, we had a wee steak pie for dinner, so I'm actually not like starving, but of course I wanted a wee bit of popcorn just to accessorise the night. Of course, best part of the night is going to be the reading that we're doing. I am so excited to sit down with my book tonight because it's a book I just started today but I am already obsessed with, and I feel like it's a book I'm so behind on because I feel like everyone has read this book but me, and it's taken me so long to get to it, but I'm finally getting to it today, and that is Better Than the Movies. This has been such a popular book, and I know it is a YA romance, which I feel like maybe is why I've not gotten to it so soon, but you guys know, like, I'm literally always talking about it, how recently, like, I feel as though my taste in books has changed and I've been reading a lot more kind of, not serious books, but like just reading things outside of romance, not like to try and be serious or anything, but just I've really been loving like super emotional stories and just like stories that are just fiction rather than being like romance or fantasy or like following the same patterns of storylines that I'm used to. So I've been absolutely loving that, and I just finished The Bright Years today. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely phenomenal. Made me cry, like made me feel all the feels, and was just so good. However, I was reading it and I was like, I am just in the mood to read something silly. And you know what it was? I think it was because last week for my birthday I was rereading some of my favourite books, and I reread Some Kind of Perfect, which is the 10th book in the Addicted series, and Play Along, which are both like god tier romance books. So it's like, I think it kind of sparked the need to be reading happy romance books again. So I wasn't too sure what to pick up tonight, and I'm honestly so glad I picked up Better Than the Movies, because earlier I was like editing a YouTube video and it was taking me like hours and hours, so I was like, I'm gonna take a wee break. I was like, right, I'll start reading my new book, and I genuinely planned on reading like 20 pages of this just to like give myself a break, get into it, and I got to page 98. So I really like loved this. At first I was like, ugh, am I gonna like this, because this is so like cliche already. I can tell exactly where this is gonna go. It's gonna be super predictable, but I am absolutely loving it. Like, and it is super cliche and predictable, but that is like what's making it good, because the way the author Lynn Painter is writing, it just feels like a rom-com. And you know how like every time you watch a rom-com you know exactly what's going to happen, you know the storyline, but it doesn't make the movie any less enjoyable, like especially the classic 2000s one. And that's the same with this. It's like the way this is written feels like a rom-com, which makes it even better because our main character Liz, she loves rom-coms and she is like desperately looking for like the love of her life. The sort of trope is that her enemy is basically like kind of fake dating her and helping her and like wingmanning her to get to the guy who like she actually wants to be with. And it's like, you obviously know where it's gonna go, but it is so good. Like, I'm actually loving the writing. It's being done so well. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, I ended up reading almost 100 pages of that in one sitting earlier, and so this is exactly the type of book I'm excited to cuddle up with tonight. That's the thing, it's so nice when your tastes like expand in books and you get to like read things that are new and exciting, but see, sometimes it is so nice going back to your roots and just reading romance books like you love. I'm just so looking forward tonight to sitting down and getting to read this. It's also so nice getting to do this tonight because I definitely feel like I don't read at night as much anymore. I think summer definitely like plays a part in that. When it's super light at night, it's not as like cozy, getting all cuddled up and stuff, but also just because I'm not working right now, I do most of my reading during the day, or specifically in the morning. I read a lot in the morning now and less so at night, because usually anything I'm like working on, whether that be like job interviews, editing, social media stuff, I usually end up like that runs over a wee bit, and sometimes I find myself like doing that later at night, which I kind of don't want to do, because I think you should have a good night and morning routine where you're properly like relaxing and like resetting your nervous system. I know it's not good to be on your phone late and stuff. I feel like tonight is a perfect ambience to be doing this, so let's just get all cozy and do some reading. Guys, there's no way you will be able to hear it, but I wish you could hear how like stormy and rainy and windy it is outside. It is actually giving me life. Just sitting here with my book, pouring rain outside. This is the best night of my life. This is literally the perfect night. guys, this is actually making me like giggle, like literally giggle and kick my feet. Like this is why we love romance books, and I really picked such a good one for when I was wanting just like a wee silly feel good romance, because honestly the like teasing between the two of them is so funny. Wes, the male main character, she's like, oh, he's my enemy because he always just like, he's just basically there to wind it up. He is so funny. And like Liz is just like this very like quirky person, but like genuinely quirky. Like she walks around and like her fashion sense, it's a bit out there, and basically when she went to a party with the guy she has a crush on, she genuinely thought she was wearing like a waitress's outfit, which is so funny. So then Wes a few days later is like, right, I'm taking you shopping like so you can actually buy proper clothes. The way he like slags her off about the outfit she wears and stuff is so funny, but it's still like so endearing, and he's not like putting her down for it, it's just like teasing her. Just there they've like gone into a shop where it's like things she would actually like, and she's browsing clothes she would like, and he sees this dress on a mannequin and he's like, oh my god, that dress is so you. And it actually is a dress that she saw 2 weeks ago and fell in love with. And so it's like, even though he's like teasing her and stuff about her fashion, it's clear he knows her so well and like pays attention to everything, which is just so sweet and so romantic. This to me is genuinely feeling like a rom-com, which is definitely how it's designed to feel because it's called Better Than the Movies and it's about a girl who loves rom-coms. So I'm loving it. I'm literally eating this up. Okay besties, we are gonna stop reading there for tonight. I made it to page 172, which I feel like is pretty good. I managed to get like 70 pages read there. I just find it so easy to read this book. I'm absolutely loving it. It's just so good. The last thing I'm gonna do before I like totally get into bed and wind down for the night is I'm gonna do my to-do list for tomorrow. I feel like I've become obsessed with to-do lists whilst I've not been working, because I like to wake up and like know what I'm doing for the day and have a bit of a routine. So I'm gonna do that very quickly and then we'll go into bed. Now for the final part of this perfect night routine, because this has actually been brilliant. We are going to be watching One Tree Hill. So I got into this, I tried to get into it like a couple of weeks ago, and I maybe got like 5 or 6 episodes in, and I was like, okay, but I wasn't really crazy about it. And then I don't know what happened, but just like a week or two went by and I was like, actually that's exactly what I'm in the mood for. So I've picked it right back up. I'm almost at the end of season 1 now, which I feel like is pretty good. I feel like I've told you guys before, I'm just not much of like a TV watcher. I love all the like book adaptations that come out because they're always like a couple of episodes, so I can totally do that, especially like newer shows when it's like 8 episodes at a time and then you get like a year in between. I can commit to that, but shows like One Tree Hill where it's like however many seasons and like 20 episodes in each season, but at the same time these are all the classics, so I need to be getting into them a bit more. But yeah, I have been literally loving it. I feel like we're getting to know all the characters so well now. My favourites at the moment: love Hayley, love Brooke. Don't know if that's controversial to say, but I love her. I'm kind of hating Lucas and Peyton. I didn't like Peyton from the start. I'm really starting to like Nathan. Dan is annoying me so much that I'm like, surely what I need to happen is for him to have like an insane character redemption arc, because like there's no way he can be this annoying for like 8 seasons, because I can't do it. I literally can't do it. But on that note, I am just gonna get all cozy, gonna go brush my teeth, gonna get all cozy and sit and watch this until I fall asleep. This has been the most wonderful cozy night, and this is really your guys' sign to have a little like phone free chill cozy night, especially when the weather's not great. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for spending this cozy little night with me, and I will see you next week for another video.